Alright, so I have a lot of content to go over. This is actually the first episode of the Pan Series Daily. And this is actually going to be a video series that I'm going to be working on over the next couple of months, maybe even years, depending on how you guys receive it. And I'm going to go over a lot of content. So today's topic is actually what the Pan Series is about. Seeing as how I'm Devin Paul, the founder of the Pan Series, I wanted to kind of go over what my goal is in founding the Pan Series and essentially what I would like to see happen in the world over the next several months. So, in founding the Pan Series, I actually wasn't really interested in money. Nothing really about this project is money based. I am interested in moving hand pans and tongue pans alike into the global spotlight in the sense of the musician's realm. So prior to the past couple of months, the past years, hand pans have essentially been a hobbyist instrument. So you'd either play them at home, you'd meditate playing them, or you'd actually see them being played busking on the streets, and that was really it. You never really had anybody playing with a symphony or an orchestra, or even in musicals, and that's very unfortunate. Although that's how it has to be, or how it had to be until now. So the reason being that hand pans are so new and there's such few builders and there's such a long waiting list to actually obtain one, it's very, very difficult to make that transition from being over here, where we have hobbyist instruments, to over here in the global spotlight. And now that there are enough builders to kind of supply our world with enough instruments, and relatively, it's becoming easier and easier to actually acquire or obtain an instrument to play on. So this means that now handpans can actually transition from where they are, of being hobbyist instruments, into the global spotlight. So my goal in transitioning, or in the Pan series, is to actually help in that transition. So if you really think about it, every other instrument has a very formalized approach, very formalized universal technique, and then everybody kind of builds off of that technique and really does their own thing to fit their playing style. And handpans haven't really had that. They haven't had the clinical technique or the actual regimented program. And my goal is to help in this transition by educating people on how to actually approach the instruments, by bringing in techniques from mallet instruments such as vibraphones, xylophones, marimbas, as well as snare drums, like concert snare drums. I'm bringing all these techniques together to kind of formalize an approach that can be universally accepted on the handpan. And if you haven't checked it out already, I have a book out. It's called The Panhandler's Handbook. You can check it out on my Facebook page, the panseries.com is my website, and the Facebook page is the Pan Series. So definitely check that out if you haven't already heard about it. It has a lot of great content, and it's definitely the beginning of that universal approach. So yeah, that's what the Pan Series is about. It's about taking these instruments from where they are right now as just hobbyist instruments into the global spotlight. And hopefully I'll be able to use the revenue that I'm actually getting from the Pan Series and selling my ebooks to actually go to the gatherings, do some lessons, set up a studio where people can come and record, as well as take lessons. So in the long run, the goal is to have an actual studio, of course. Right now I'm actually recording inside my home. I spent a little bit of money on some cameras, some microphones, some lighting equipment, and that's essentially what I have right now. But in the long run, I'm definitely looking to upscale that so that other musicians, other pianists can actually come and visit, can actually record what they want to record, publish the stuff that they want to publish. And I would love to actually collaborate with builders and do giveaways, stuff like that, really give back to the community, in addition to collaborate with actual players to have little books or even like little snippets of videos and stuff like that to help guide people on their actual approaches and their personalized techniques. So if you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, or you can email them to me at contact@thepanseries.com. That's my generalized questions area. If you have any like specific questions, like about instruments, techniques, or anything like that, we actually just released our new Ask the Pan series, video series, which we just actually started today. So you can send us questions and like any of that stuff at ask@thepanseries.com. That's the email address. You can send them to me over Facebook. On the Pan Series page, you can actually send me a personal message through there, or you can actually go to thepanseries.com/askthepanseries, and there's a official form where you put in your name and you put in your question, and then over the next coming months, I'm going to be compiling those questions, answering those questions in a video format, and publishing them out to the world, and kind of compiling a overall accumulation of those answers, writing them down to create a panhandler's guidebook, which is just essentially your guys' questions answered by me, writing it out so that anybody who has any questions in the future can use that as a tool to potentially answer any of the questions that they have that you guys might already have and I will have answered by then. So yeah, keep hype, fellow panists, and I can't wait to talk to you guys again.